Nigerian Navy hands over oil theft suspect to EFCC. Plus, Akwa Ibom government direct closure of all unapproved state accounts. Good morning and many thanks for joining us on the news at 10. I am Kelvin Samuel with details of the headlines and other stories. And please note that this broadcast is reaching you live from the studios of the NTA Channel 12 for your True Star Time Channel 103 and all the social media handles of the NTAU on Facebook and the YouTube. Do well to like and connect with us on both ways for regular updates. Now, the Nigerian Navy ship NNS Jubilee Kodabasi, Akwa Ibom State, has handed over 9 suspects for oil bunkering to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC). Correspondent report that this is a result of a collaborative effort between the Navy and other sister security agencies. In its avowed commitment towards ensuring adequate security on the Nigerian waterways, the Nigerian Navy ship NNS Jubilee, in collaboration with Nigerian Navy ship Bonny and Shiroro, apprehended a wooden boat suspected to be engaging in oil bunkering. Performing the handover, the Commander NNS Jubilee Commodore Mohammed Manga, while assuring that the Nigerian Navy will not rest on its oars in ensuring safety across the maritime domain, warns economic saboteurs to desist or be ready to face the law.
Furtherance to the federal government stance on zero tolerance to crude oil theft. The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral I. Ibas, Admiralty Medal, launched Operation Delta Sentinel on the 13th January 2026. The objective of this operation was to combat crude oil theft, secure oil assets, and increase country's daily oil production. Since the launch of this operation, Task Group has conducted series of maritime patrol and interdictions. In yet another milestone of this sustained operation, I am delighted to announce that on the 23rd February 2026, following a receipt and assessment of actionable intelligence, Nigerian Navy ship Jubilee, in collaboration with her partners, arrested a wooden boat at an oil platform situated offshore Asabo, Akwa Ibom State.
Representatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, led by Deputy Superintendent of the EFCC, Taiwo Adetuna, assures that investigations and possible prosecution will follow due process.
Very confident that these people, these suspects being animal force, they will face justice. We put all necessary investigation techniques to go after their godfathers if they have any, and reach a logical conclusion by prosecution.
The wooden boat and suspects are now in the custody of the EFCC for further investigations. In Uyo. Meanwhile, Akwa Ibom State Police Command has dismantled suspected drug enclaves in the 2 local government area, arresting 18 suspects and recovering a substantial quantity of substances suspected to be cannabis and other hard drugs. A statement signed by the Police Public Relations Officer Tim Fon John indicates that the operation was executed following credible intelligence indicating that certain locations in Okuiboko and Bak communities had become active drug distribution hubs, fueling criminal activities within the area. Acting swiftly, operatives of the command stormed the identified hideout in a coordinated midnight raid, leading to the arrest of 1 George Timothy and 17 other suspects found at the scene, while a significant quantity of suspected illicit substances were recovered and secured as exhibits. The statement further notes that preliminary findings revealed that the hideouts were being used as distribution point for narcotics, contributing to youth delinquency, violent crimes, and other social vices within the state. Investigations are ongoing to uncover the full extent of the network and apprehend additional collaborators. The Commissioner of Police, Baba Muhammad Azari, has issued a stern warning to individuals and groups engaging in drugs, trafficking, and related criminal enterprises to immediately cease their unlawful activities or face the full weight of the law. The Commissioner emphasized that the police will continue to intensify intelligence-driven raid across all local government areas of the state until every drug den and criminal hideout is dismantled. We'll pause here for a short commercial break. News continues shortly. Don't go away.
Rose Bay Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suites for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badger Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Dito kanyan, isikiri yaginemeneme, mubunumpo, mendo tamsitu kukara state nyan, ye ake me ntonko kukara, aku faute musiarifia, koro ake menangandu bege ideme mo. Adu keri nambru faute mo kebenduse, NTA channel 12 yo etumo ekoto, nemenyan, keri namami, adi daritie kwa weneze, kenkarika amamia itiaba, abu yoke minute, erap meruep ndobiye yo. Kutemon simbego, di yagineme, kebo kubok mamobok ase trupa, nemenyan, baginengam po ibuno, iyem kot irongyan.
Welcome back and many thanks for staying tuned. Now, Akwa Ibom State government has directed the closure of all state accounts except those approved by the government. Speaking at the Treasury Single Account Implementation meeting at the Banquet Hall, Government House, Uyo, the State Governor Mo Eno noted that this move will ensure the state government monitors all internally generated revenue. Clement Baiku has the details.
On January 1, 2026, the Akwa Ibom State Government launched the Treasury Single Account to ensure transparency, accountability, block revenue leakages, and improve financial discipline in government businesses. This meeting with the House of Assembly members, commissioners, permanent secretaries, and all heads of MDAs is therefore to set guidelines for the implementation. Governor Umweno, while addressing the people, warned heads of MDAs against misappropriation of public funds, stressing that offenders will be handed over to anti-graft agencies for investigation.
Sit down and agree and take it, and that one that comes to you legitimately, honestly, you'll be happy, because nobody will come and ask you, how did you spend your cost of collection? All other accounts in general, close all other accounts that they are either to opened, and don't give approval to open any other account apart from the one that the state has opened.
The Commissioner for Science and Digital Economy, Dr. Frank Ekpeyong, urged MDAs as well as the public to utilize the Akwa Remit portal for payment, as it will ensure that funds are paid directly to the state government. The Commissioner for Finance as well as the State Accountant General assured the state government that all modalities have been put in place to eliminate loopholes in state finances and ensure the seamless and efficient implementation of the TSA across all MDAs.
State government can have one single view of generation real time. There's no need for siloed account. There's no need for fragmented account. There's no need for, waiting for days before you know how much you're generating.
In the course of the implementation of the TSA in the state, a number of concerns has been raised, and the Treasury Single Account Implementation Committee reviewed the concerns.
your cost of collection will be paid to you as agreed due. The monies meant to be returned to the MDAs will be returned on time. For our information, we have already set up a complete TSA unit in the Office of Accountant General.
With the implementation of the TSA in Akwa Ibom State, no government ministries, departments and agencies is expected to withdraw funds without approval. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Meanwhile, work is that arena that engages people in the tasks for many days of their lives. However, it is observed that while it is good to work hard to achieve one's goals, experts say that being more efficient produces better output. In this report, Dele Atumbi examines how the Federal Ministry of Justice is promoting the culture of high performance at work, a vision in line with priorities of the federal government of Nigeria.
The sectoral retreat is on streamlining the ministry's 2026 performance management cycle in alignment with the presidential priorities and sector-specific deliverables. Focus is on the head of service intention on efficiency, cultural change through enhanced performance with the use of technology. Performance management has become a slogan in recent time among the working class of the society. Aside from the cliché, what exactly is it?
Each head of agency will be required to provide comprehensive quarterly performance metrics, definitive implementation timelines, and clearly articulated accountability frameworks.
These are officials of the Federal Ministry of Justice being taken through the concepts of performance management.
Very important in the value chain. So put in your best.
Now that the operations of the ministry, including court proceedings, are now live online, Lateef Fagbemi SAN says his staff must use 2026 to attain greater efficiency to achieve the presidential priorities in a specific, measurable, in line with the National Development Plan. In Abuja, Dele Atumbi, NTA News.
We'll pause here again for another short commercial break. News returns shortly. Don't go away.
Mind-blowing innovation in hospitality. Tastefully furnished rooms and apartments, cozy restaurant with local and continental dishes, exquisite spa, standard laundry and car wash, free Wi-Fi and 24-hour spa and water supply. Feel the superior quality of hospitality and luxury as you unwind and relish the comfort of life, all at the Silver Luxury Hotel, managed by Joy Hymns Limited, Itiam Utep Street, Plot 100 Units L, with Housing Estates, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For inquiries and reservations, please call 0806-840-1220 or 0701-661-7341. Silver Luxury Hotel, oasis of comfort.
Leaders are playing
Wow, it's big,
it's unique,
it's exciting.
NTA Channel 12 Akaitan and Road, your dependable station, has come up with another prize.
NTA Uyo Arena for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, child education and other events.
And enjoy full coverage and airing of your event on NTA Uyo at no additional cost.
You can't have this anywhere. For inquiries, call
Ikobong on 0703-018-5002.
Edidion on 0803-390-3521. NTA Uyo Arena. Let the world share in your happiness.
Welcome back. Meanwhile, Nigerian languages are described as priceless national asset which should be promoted and preserved. It is therefore a clarion call from linguists advocating increased use of indigenous languages in schools. Charity James will tell us more.
Indigenous or mother language is the regional voice of a people. Investigation reveals that Nigeria is one of the most linguistically rich countries with over 500 indigenous languages spoken across its regions. Across schools, markets, and communities, Nigerians express their identity through greetings and conversations in their native tongues.
Amono akona no isosibono e mom horeren emono umunne mo na umunna mo umfuru no n'anya o
Nigeria me komo manabade idioko amaka mwempang yonkikawa.
It may not also be surprising to know that many cannot speak or understand their mother language.
Cannot speak my dialect, my local dialect.
I cannot speak my mother language.
But as those of us who schooled outside our own area, we learned Yoruba, we learned other languages because of the policies in those areas. The teachers would teach India in the expected mother tongue. But here we don't care.
Since the importance of mother or indigenous language in education, social inclusion, and cultural promotion cannot be overemphasized, stakeholders believe that the need for increased use of mother languages in teaching and broadcast programs is imperative.
Difficult to learn a language when you're old. So it's always advisable that parents should teach their children the mother tongue. If not, before we know it, our language will go into extinction if we do not imbibe this culture. So all families should imbibe the culture of teaching their children the mother tongue when they are very young.
The media must be encouraged to also help to propagate our languages. We need our young people to know our vernacular.
English is a language, so we can borrow the language. We can speak English, we can speak Arabic, we can speak French, we can speak whatever. But your identity, you must not lose it, no matter how. So I want to advocate and also plead with the government that these languages should be taught well in schools. So it's not that we must learn these, sciences and all these other subjects in English. We can also start learning them, gradually in our local language.
Linguists therefore believe that every Nigerian should learn, speak, and transmit their mother language to address the declining fluency and prevent extinction of Nigerian identity. In Uyo, Charity James, NTA News.
Now we'll join our sports desk for the latest from the world of sports.
Nigeria Super Falcons will play a doubleheader against Cameroon's indomitable Lionesses as part of preparations for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Coach Justin Madugu named a 25-player squad, but left out star forward Asisat Oshoala despite a good form for Al Hilal. He dismissed concerns over her absence, saying the friendly is an opportunity to test new players. Oshoala remains part of the team. At the 2026 WAFCON, Nigeria will aim for a record 11 title, and the Falcons have been drawn in Group C alongside Malawi, Zambia, and Egypt. Beyond defending the continental crown, Nigeria Super Falcons will be hoping to get to the semi-finals so as to qualify for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup in Brazil. To cricket, the Nigerian Cricket Federation has confirmed that the return of the T20I Invitational Tournament, which will be held in Lagos from March 18 to 19, 2026. Nigeria's female Yellow Greens will be joined by Ghana, Sierra Leone, Rwanda, and the South Africa under-19 women's team at the Tafawa Balewa Square Cricket Oval for the championship. The competition, which began as a bilateral series with Rwanda, was not held last year due to the busy schedule of the Nigerian cricket calendar. Nigeria's female Yellow Greens won the tournament for the first time in 2023. Still talking football, Porto Novo, the capital of Benin Republic, is hosting a 2-day training program for general coordinators from West African Football Union, WAFUB. The workshop, holding from 25th February to 26th, 2026, brings together 4 representatives each from the 7 member nations to improve operational efficiency across the zone. It is led by the Confederation of African Football CAF instructor Mustafa Saliu and focuses on aligning participants with updated CAF regulations and administrative standards. In the UEFA Champions League second leg playoffs on Wednesday, Atlanta will host Borussia Dortmund in what's expected to be a balanced contest. Juventus will try to overturn a 3-goal deficit as they welcome Victor Osimhen's Galatasaray. In other matches, defending champions Paris Saint-Germain entertains Monaco in an all-French affair, hoping to protect a 3-2 win from the first leg, while Real Madrid welcomes Benfica with a 1-goal lead from the first leg. With sports updates, Gift George, NTA News.
To end the news this morning, another look at the major stories. Nigerian Navy has handed over suspects to EFCC. You also heard in the news that Akwa Ibom State government has directed closure of all non-approved state accounts. That's why we call it a wrap on the English segment of the news this morning. I've been Kelvin Samuel, wishing you and yours all the best.
Photo maybe eben bun se mo kere ke yibaran song enom bun EFCC ukara kwa ibum stera no yebo yak e better frevet ma itun ma ko se ukara ke sinema ibawa ke nyes ukara no yo ukara ngin mesiro mo ya ko member sengini ne o ba senemi min kere wisdom check up photo media ngate Nigerian Navy ship Jubilee ki korabasi mega kwa ibum state ekbong awu sokke da ma kere ke ibarani song eno photo media ngate Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC kombong nyana nam ya idio ke ibolo memo ekbong no EFCC mi ado mbona ma kere ke ibaran ki tiedio ngate sabo ke akbam mi ka Akwa Ibom state
cái đi tension wo to mo ni la cái đi kinh bu cái bên mình được từng cái phản động cái đi người Nigeria wo to me di cái Nigerian Navy ship Jubilee e mai diana me nge di cái Nigerian Navy ship boni meshiru e me wo no to amo cái bu cái gì to ma e bar ni som cái đi ki ne ga pongo mo no fo tum EFCC kama wo NNS Jubilee Komodo Muhammad Manga ama tango kembe Navy idi do kodu do kedi kendo upena abaka fanglong ayo ado ndone na motum abi yit membe foro idi minuto abo ya mo shun ide mepong muto idi oro imido wontro ammo ebe idem eder seri na mammo na ambere temme anditi dan no ufotum EFCC tawo adetuna ama tango kenya nam duode eyong ikut ammo ikbe na mberedo na mbotang ubone tero membon second mum eta membon fotum EFCC mbaka isu enam dongode wisdom Jacob
ukara Akwa Ibom state no yobo ya e bere frefet ma tiun mako se ukara imino oyo ke ukara ke nutum state me adai wuru kara state me tu moino akatanga mi keni eketumu pempo miku yo ayo abo kemi ya wan ukara didion akose ukara koka story me
ton réponse ne fion ke fion January soit okisene ina medion ke ukara story ni ina bede mutume kuru treasury single account TSE baraturo amam yak mutume kok asanga niki kitang banga mbubiri ukara nkumbogo mi ala titiri me pembe ku from bed steady ni commissioner ngon meta wenpo ye free fan bono wusida would kin mention you who forgot to look at the ministries departments and agencies ammo ebo member atulu ese musong dangibi yeben ndutme misan kidunam akamo ka sirite umo no dake soko atangi ko yimbuni ama dot afri wutung abuke ina rantim punu ukemi ufogutum kide kiruguru idapi ibeni kuka inampo imiri na rantik benam yeso ko tanga songo kimbi sidu embiremi iya idalini edu mo ime mo ntro akine kikim isi bedetang a commissioner si empo banga nimpo bod ekuru science and digital economy Dr. Frank Ekpenyong ama soso aboyam benu edara iseno mufo tumekuru NDS miki bibiu ekrebo keka itie ekuru Akwa Remit portal ekekpe ko sami ya nwam ya komi asanga niki akewo karidim a commissioner sirin mpo banga nutumeko Nkoro Accountant General ina tangeno uka sireni ebuke frefan abono kende edikan buki esio afrefan ludio kitang banga mendu temeko kistirini kenen luteme kuru TSE mi adatiti kistirini ina mediongoki ikpele utumuka ekutu Ministries Department koro agency ina antisio kok kukara ini inyamneki Miku yo utbe achibon
Kangin bom de trembo ba so ne meru tun kan kai tia ba mbubreyo edi tamagi kop membo fa ni tonyan tutu nero